All right, so here we go. Um, I have I have been sculpting, pushing, pulling, adding water. So and then I'm trying to like jot down notes with my clay hand so I can remember when I'm doing this talking stuff to not forget anything that kind of crosses my mind. So the first thing that I wrote down was spray to add. What I mean by that is if you are pulling clay off the bottom, either I have water down here, so either you are adding water or you are spraying water on this piece also, and then you are adding them on. So wherever you need volume, you're spraying. If you're pulling clay off and adding it on, there we go, pulling it from the bottom, adding it on. I'm adding water here first. The clay is still super soft, so I can get away with just doing that instead of scoring and slipping and all of that stuff. And then I'm working that clay right in, but you need to, again, make sure that it's really worked in there. And the same thing here. If I'm pulling clay off of the hand and I'm putting it on the bottom, either spray it or dip your fingers in water, but I'm adding water down here before I add that clay on. Next. Every 5 minutes, max, turn your sculpture. Do not have the palm facing you for 10, 15, 20 minutes and you're working on that and then not turn your sculpture, because when we're not looking at all of the angles 3D, whoops, there's another piece of clay. You may have a really great, awesome sculpture from one angle, but then when you turn it, you realize your proportions are off, the angles are off, and you end up having to rework that. So really make sure that you're only working 5 minutes on a side. We are not even close to trying to perfect anything yet. We're just working on volumes. So what I've done since I showed you last, let me give you a little more detailed. And I did find that putting it in this plastic bag makes it easier for me to turn every few minutes, and sometimes I turn it after 1 minute. I'm just saying to limit your time working on a side to 5 minutes and then force yourself to turn it. So in a one class period, you should work all the way around your sculpture, including the top. So here we go. That's a big change. Back off my reverse camera. That's a big change from where it was, in my last video talking with you. So now you can see there's the thumb, there's the index finger, the middle finger, my ring finger is going under my thumb, and then my pinky finger, it's not even close to being right, but I realized it was way wrong. I had my pinky finger down here like this. Okay, here we go. In my sculpture, I had it like down here like this, and it's really up there. So that's a big change from down here to up here. So right now, all I did was just correct the fact that it's going up. I need to add clay to this. There's more that has to happen, making sure to keep that wet so that way it doesn't dry out on me. And then if I'm looking back here, you can see I'm starting to think about the index finger knuckle, the middle finger knuckle, not anything specific, but just the idea that there's going to be tendons and like indents and separation there. The palm, I had a ton of volume out here, and I realized that I need to check the volume here and make sure that, it's tapering the right way. I had a big mass right there, so I need to, even here, I still got to take more out of there and push that clay down there. And looking at the sideways view here, like there's too much clay there, and it's going to be stronger if you can just kind of unite the clay between the two sculptures. Don't worry about this too much yet. I'm trying to sort of get the wrist, but nothing specific. My pinky side there, and then I skipped it. There's the thumb side. I don't have a lot of detail here on the thumb side. That's kind of that thumb knuckle right here. I was having trouble with this. Maybe I'll work more on that on the next one. And then I have that opening of the space, so I need to have the index finger overlapping the thumb knuckle, and as of right now the thumb knuckle is kind of sticking out the most, so I definitely need to work this area more. So that's on my mind for my next little sculpting session.